I feel like a lot of major shonen battle series have a consistent issue that they all eventually fall under when writing far enough into their series. That, of course, being the concept of power creep. Now, while a lot of modern shonen seemingly try to fix this issue, a lot of old shonen, from what I noticed, suffer from this problem greatly. Things that immediately come to mind are Naruto and Bleach. Now, I feel like, though, the main culprit is not Naruto and Bleach, but the main culprit and one of the major reasons why it became so prevalent in the first place is Dragon Ball. Now, before I start, I know some people are wondering, oh, what is power creep? To simply explain this, power creep is a term that originates from video games where there's a flaw in the game's balance that makes all the older ones feel underpowered. Now, for anime, people will say this applies to basically being a villain introduced that's so unbelievably more powerful than the last that's not even funny. And while to an extent I agree with that, I have a more defined version of power creep. I feel power creep is when you introduce new enemies and threats that not only make the previous enemies and threats feel like nothing, but also essentially act as retcons. What do I mean? Well, sit down because now I need to lay out a long example for you. So let me lay out this example for you. Say I write this adventure series where I make a villain this dragon, right? Now, I constantly tell you throughout the series, the narrators, characters, the main protagonist himself, that this dragon is the strongest thing in the world. Nothing else is stronger. And then after a long and arduous battle, I have the main protagonist defeat the dragon. Now, with this enemy slain, the strongest being in the world is now dead. The main protagonist himself is now technically the strongest being in the world. This is where the series should realistically not continue from, because it's reached its proper conclusion. The hero defeated the dragon, the strongest thing in the world. There's going to be no other enemies that should be stronger now. I could say, like, turn into a comedy series or give the hero a kid, and now the series will focus on that kid. But realistically, that should be the end. But then I introduce these hidden subterranean species that have stronger dragons as pets, which that dragon ran away from to try and rule elsewhere. Now the hero trains to beat them, and because of this, I have now invalidated the entire arcs I've made leading up to him killing that dragon, and now that accomplishment wasn't much of an accomplishment. It went from he destroyed the strongest being in the world to he just killed a random pet of some hidden subterranean species I never once alluded to in the entire series. That, in my opinion, is a true power creep, and Dragon Ball falls under that 100%. Now, a lot of people like to argue Dragon Ball's power creep really started in Z, but no. Dragon Ball's power creep began almost as early as the Red Ribbon Army saga. You see, before this point, Toriyama introduced Roshi as the strongest being in the world. There was no one stronger than him. Now, remember, past the Emperor Pilaf arc of Dragon Ball, this series basically wasn't a gag manga anymore. It was a battle manga that wanted to express its love of martial arts. So during the first tournament arc, Goku received training from Master Roshi, who, remember, is the strongest in the world. And through his training, he was able to pretty much match Roshi during the 21st Budokai, with Roshi overall winning at the end, but he had to pull out basically all the stops to win. Then, moving into the Red Ribbon Army arc, Goku fights an opponent called Mercenary Tao, or Tao Pai Pai. Now, I've mentioned this in my Why Goku is the Best Martial Arts video, how this fight is considered literally the death of martial arts in Dragon Ball, but it also further sets the stage of the beginning of power creep. Tao Pai Pai destroys Goku in this fight. Goku, mind you, by this point should not only be stronger than his 21st Budokai itself, so by proxy, this would make Tao Pai Pai stronger than Roshi. Now the official strongest in the world claim comes into question, but then you just remember also in the Red Ribbon Army arc that Roshi flat out admits Goku is stronger than him. But then Tien gets introduced during the 22nd Budokai arc, and now he's stronger than Roshi also, where even a Roshi who trained specifically for this tournament admitted that Tien would beat him. Then this random guy called Tambourine gets introduced, and he's stronger than Roshi, and now this evil Demon King that was never mentioned once in the series gets introduced, and now he's far more powerful than Roshi, to the point that Roshi says the only way to beat him is to seal him. But then Goku just gets stronger through drinking some stupid water juice, and he's now equal to King Piccolo and defeats him, resulting in him officially being announced the strongest being in the entire world. But then he climbs up a tower and loses to a black guy. You see the entire issue here? Now, Toriyama's excuse in universe for this power creep is that Goku became arrogant by believing he's the strongest and there will always be stronger threats. And this is an excuse for most people when they say they're strong in the universe. They're just arrogant. But the problem is that, like I said, That's an excuse. It doesn't stop it from being bad rating. If you're ever going to lead your audience to believe King Piccolo was the strongest threat ever, and then reveal there was actually a black guy and a green man on top of a tower that could easily defeat him no matter what, then no matter what excuse is made, that's still a badly written moment. The funny part is too that this is just original Dragon Ball, the media where everyone thinks the power creep only started at the end. Now, because I just explained original Dragon Ball issue pretty thoroughly, I'm gonna speed run through the other Dragon Ball media, or else we'd be here all day. Plus, you probably already heard the power creep issues more than enough, so yeah. In Dragon Ball Z, Toriyama introduces space and then shows that the space monkeys are actually the strongest beings in the universe and are a warrior tribe that feasts for battle, but they're actually weaker than the henchmen of a space dictator known as Frieza, who's truly the strongest in the universe and no one can surpass him. Oh wait, the Doctor from all the way back in the Rebel Army wants revenge on Goku, so by studying the battle during the Saiyan Saga, he somehow makes androids that could kill Frieza. On top of this too, he gave the androids bombs that are powerful enough that they can kill Perfect Cell. He doesn't even know who Perfect Cell is, by the way. Then there's this fat pink blob that's just been chilling that's actually the strongest in the universe. Wait, what's that? Grand Tour GT? You announced this random robot is stronger than Boo, making it where any fight that Goku's in where he can't easily defeat the opponent he's facing, GT are not only above Frieza, who mind you was the strongest in the universe, and Cell, who were both supposed to be the strongest in the universe, but they're also now comparable to Majin Buu? Yeah, see, I think Dragon Ball GT actually has the worst power creep in any Dragon Ball media, because they basically made it where virtually everyone in space is stronger than Frieza and Cell. That, or they're either comparable or stronger than fucking Majin Buu too! Since Goku is only needed to go Super Saiyan against General Ryodo, who's the one, by the way, that's known to be stronger than Majin Buu, this quite literally makes it where base form Goku fighting anyone and not being able to beat them in one hit, no matter how much you want to say he's holding back, is fighting enemies stronger than Frieza and Cell. But you want to know what makes this even more stupid? Forget Goku and all these aliens. Pan! The 9-year-old granddaughter. Now, I know the excuse is that the more you have half genes, whatever, you get a stronger kid, whatever. But remember Gohan? Now, he has stupid power creep too, but his power creep was he jumped to be able to be around, like, Raditz's level while training and being stronger than Raditz. Pan, at 9 years old, is stronger than the entire Dragon Ball Z cast. You don't believe me? Well, think about it. Pan, while angry, could stagger baby Great Ape Vegeta, who was fighting a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, you're gonna argue it's staggering, but here's the issue. I'm not saying she's stronger than baby Great Ape Vegeta or even comparable with him. I'm saying she can stagger this fucker. So since she can stagger this fucker, who's way stronger than any DBZ villain, guess what? She can kill every single DBZ villain now. That, my friends, is quite literally power creep to absolute extreme. When you introduce a 9-year-old granddaughter that can literally trivialize every threat in your previous work. Now, I know you Super fans are just laughing at GT fans now, but don't act like you fucks are safe. So, let's get to Super now. I think Toei and Toriyama kind of realized during Super that power creep was a huge issue and didn't want to go the GT route. So what they tried to do was make a character that literally would not be surpassed, aka Beerus. But here's the issue, they kind of didn't realize. You're a little too late. See, no matter how much you want to say they are not stronger than Beerus, that doesn't matter, because you're still stuck on the fact that Frieza was meant to be the strongest in the universe, or Saiyans were meant to be the strongest in the universe, or King Piccolo is meant to be the strongest on the planet, or Master Roshi is meant to be the strongest. Yeah, you see the issue here? Also, Beerus technically isn't even the strongest because Whis and the Angels are stronger than him, and then Zeno's guards are most likely stronger than them, and then Grand Priest is stronger, and then finally Zeno is the strongest. Now, what I can credit Super for is that they have not made someone that surpasses Zeno yet. Goku does not look like he's going to ever surpass or beat Zeno. Hopefully. Also, Goku and Vegeta at this moment have not surpassed Beerus. But that's where the compliments end for this. Let's get into the stupidity. So, Super Saiyan God, this form is quite literally something that's considered transcendent to the point that Goku is at a whole new level from all of his past foes, friends, on any of his transformations. All of that is garbage compared to this form. This form is quite literally considered transcendence. So then Goku absorbs this energy into his regular state. So regular state Goku now, the one you see during Super without any transformations, is God level, okay? He's Super Saiyan God level. Now, they introduce Universe 6, where Goku and Vegeta need to outright train to deal with them because base form Goku being God level is not enough to deal with them. A perfect example of this is that Goku had to go Super Saiyan while fighting Frost. And, you know what makes this even better? Piccolo, who should by no means whatsoever be equal to God level characters, because what training could he have received to reach this level? Goku and Vegeta's excuse is they train with Whis and Barris, and Goku's excuse is he got Super Saiyan God. So, what's Piccolo's excuse? Oh, he trained and now he can fight Frost and nearly beat him, and I think the only reason he lost, if I remember, is literally just because Frost cheated. So, Piccolo now is equal to Super Saiyan God. Not Super Saiyan God Goku of that arc, but Super Saiyan God Goku during the Battle of Gods arc. He's equal to that now, or at least around that level. Or arguably stronger at that level, because base form Goku should be stronger than his Super Saiyan God Goku self during Battle of Gods arc. Yeah, it sounds confusing, doesn't it? That's power creep for you, though. So, that means now that Piccolo is now relative to God level. I could go on, because I feel like these are more than enough. Dragon Ball is quite literally power creep embodied. Now, some people I see try to unarguably argue that every popular long-running shonen has power creep, and I'm sorry to tell you, but that's wrong. The most popular shonen manga, like most sold shonen manga in the world, One Piece, has little to no power creep. One Piece has stated from the beginning of a series that Mihawk is the strongest swordsman in the world. No one has surpassed him as of yet. The only most likely case that's going to happen is the last arc that Oda already noted that he's leading to the last arc of One Piece is when Zoro and Mihawk will fight and Zoro will finally surpass him. And that's where the series will end. The Yonkos are still one of the strongest beings in the world even after Luffy beat them. They're not considered complete fodder trash by anyone. Luffy literally needs to go, if he was to go fight Kaido or Big Mom again, he quite literally needs to go all out. And by the way, we don't even know if he's stronger than Shanks or Blackbeard yet. There's literally characters set there that have not been trivialized or anything like that. One Piece has no real power creep. So yeah, I feel like the easiest way to keep from doing power creep is if you're going to announce who's the best or strongest, don't have the characters fight them. Because if you are going to have them fight them, have them get destroyed. Because generally I feel like if the One Piece Zoro versus Mihawk fight where he got destroyed by Mihawk happened in Dragon Ball, Toriyama would make it where Zoro either matches him or eventually surpasses him over the course of the battle, and there's going to be 8 new swordsmen called the Swordsman Force, whatever, that are stronger than Mihawk. And this is mainly the problem I'd like to address. Like what you want to like, but this objectively is an issue in Dragon Ball and has messed with its rating for years and has just made most of its plots extremely trivialized and there's no threat. The other threat is death, but we're going to get into that topic another time. So, yeah, almost every Dragon Ball arc honestly just feels pointless for me because in the back of my mind, no matter what these fights I see, because of stuff like GT and Super, I'm just thinking in my fucking head, yeah, there's just some random fucking planet out there of people far more powerful than this villain, or there's this stupid pink blob that all you have to do is have Hercule talk some sense to him and now he just would wipe the entire Dragon Ball series, or Dragon Ball Z series. Or just feed this purple cat god some food and he'll just help you out and blow up all your enemies for you. But yeah, so you see, that's the kind of issue with power creep, and honestly, yeah, like I said earlier, I think it's far too late for Dragon Ball to fix this issue. Well, thanks for watching. I have some other ideas I want to do that address issues with some writing tropes in media, and this one came to mind first, so yeah, probably gonna do some more like these in the future. Anyways, see you guys next time. Thanks you for watching. See ya.